moving through flower beds. So you do have a lot of foot traffic. You have a lot of staging sometimes. So it's a real concern.
Gotcha. You said something that just sparked a thought in my head. Do you help, like, when people are looking to sell their house? Is it a good idea for them to have it painted first?
Do they what?
When somebody's looking to sell their house, do you do a fresh up to help them put the best face forward for their houses?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I do have a promotion that I do. If you're getting ready to sell your house, or even if you're going to buy your house, we do a move in or move out service. So if you need to have your house painted in order to get it ready to show, well, once you finish moving out, if we've painted on the inside and you've got bumps or scratches on the wall, we'll come back in and do a complimentary touch-up for you. Because I do always make sure that the homeowner has a little extra paint left over. If you are getting ready to move into your house and you want to have it painted before you move all your furniture in, well, once you move in, if you need us to come back in and do a little touch-up, we'll do that for you also.
That's a terrific service. Excellent, because definitely things happen when you move. So unexpected things. So Sarasota is a pretty big area. How far do you go? Where do you service?
We prefer to stay in the Sarasota-Bradenton area. But for certain customers, I will go to Tampa. As a matter of fact, I was working in Tampa yesterday for a good customer of mine. So we don't mind doing a little travel. It's not an area that I would focus on in the Tampa market, but anywhere in the Sarasota-Bradenton area is our focus.
Considering how much we're growing, I would assume there's plenty of business here.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. So, are there other services that you provide that I wouldn't really think about as a homeowner?
I've done a wide variety of work. I had one very good customer of mine in Williamsburg, Virginia, that she thought she could refinish her own hardwood floors. And her hardwood floors started out looking beautiful, and she thought she could refinish them, and we wound up having to refinish 1,100 square feet of hardwood floors for her. That's not an area that I want to focus on, but for a good customer, that's something that I will offer. Another thing that I can do is cabinetry touch-up. A lot of times people need to have a facelift to a kitchen to brighten it up. We can go in, we can paint your kitchen cabinets. It's important that when somebody does something like that, they know how to prep those correctly, because in the kitchen, you're dealing with a lot of grease and water. You want to make sure that you're using the right products to protect that. For people that are in, say, the healthcare field, or maybe elder care or child daycare, we can go in and apply a paint that's designed to kill things like staph and various bacteria, which if you look in the news today, you'll see there's all kinds of bacteria, illnesses, and diseases that are popping up. So for customers that might have, depleted immunity systems, we can go in and apply those to just help give them an extra layer of protection. And for like the daycare facilities, well, you have a lot of different kids coming from a lot of different areas. And let's face it, a lot of times we as adults, we get sick because our kids have picked something up at school or at daycare. So it's a service that we can provide. We'll go back in and do a quarterly complimentary inspection just to make sure that there haven't been any breaks in the wall, which would cause that paint to not perform the way it's supposed to.
Wow, that's a phenomenal product. I am sure that hospitals, et cetera, that's an imperative thing for them to have.
Yeah, and it's something that a lot of people really aren't thinking about, but it's starting to come to the forefront. They realize that we need to have a little bit of extra protection. And let's face it, we touch things in all different kinds of places everywhere we go, the grocery store. If you have kids in daycare, you're walking in touching those walls too. So it's important to have a little extra protection.
Oh, absolutely. Are there different products here with our sun and the elements here? Obviously right now the rain that we have to be utilizing. It's not just any type of paint.
Well, it depends really on the quality of the job that you want. I always give my customers a couple of options and let them know there are different quality levels. This area, there's a lot of stucco, especially on the outside of the homes, and a lot of times you don't want to use just a regular paint. You need to use a paint that's designed for concrete. I'm a firm believer that you need to read the label. So you always need to follow the manufacturer's instructions. So I'm constantly going into different sites to learn what different painters are doing, but also going into the manufacturer's site to make sure that I know how they intend their product to work.
So important. I would think, how long? Okay, so there's a couple other things. How often should we be painting the outside or the inside to protect the integrity of our homes?
Well, on the inside, it depends a lot on traffic. For example, if you have small children at home, it's a good idea to use either an eggshell or a semi-gloss finish because you're going to have little hands touching your walls all over. So you want something that's going to be washable. On the outside, I always tell people go with the best quality paint that you can get. The weather here, Mother Nature is harsh. The sun beats down on us, the rain pelts us. So it's important that you have the best quality. If you maintain the outside of your house and you have it washed regularly, you're going to get to truly see, does my house need painted? If you're using a good quality paint, you shouldn't have to paint more than every 5 years or so on the outside. On the inside, it's really going to depend on the traffic that's coming through, or if your taste in designing or changing, you want the room just to have a fresh look.
Gotcha. So there's no set timing. Is it something that you would go out and look and see this paint needs to be redone, or is that something that, like, had the home for 10 years? Should I have somebody come and look and inspect to see if it's in good shape?
Well, one of the things that I do offer is I will come out once a year and just do a free annual inspection. And this is not to come out and sell you anything. Like I mentioned before, since I've worked in different areas of construction, I can give you advice on areas that I don't even work on. But this is just designed to protect you. But if you have somebody come out and do regular inspections, if they see that, hey, you do have a potential problem coming up here, you can either take care of that problem now, or hopefully it will give you a little bit of time to plan ahead for repairs that you know are coming.
Gotcha. That makes total sense. Let's see. What have we not touched on that is important for people to know?
Well, I think really there's a lot of good painters in Sarasota. Some are really excellent at their trade. Some are not as excellent. And it's a tough decision to know who can I trust? Who should I hire? So with us, the thing we want you to know is that every job is customized. We don't take the cookie cutter approach at pricing or painting. We do have standard practices that we do, but sometimes those practices need to be changed just to take care of the special needs that the homeowner has. And this way, we know we're going to be able to deliver the quality and service that the homeowner or the business owner wants. And at Priority Painting, our motto is your satisfaction is our priority. So we are not finished with a job until you say, this looks great.
Love that. So many times contractors walk off you. They say, oh, that's it. That's what you paid me for. I'm done. So that's phenomenal. So you just said something, and when I introduced you, I did not give your whole name and your whole company. I am so sorry. Please give us that information.
Sure. My name is Rob Patton, and the company name is Priority Painting and More.
How do people get a hold of you?
You can find us online. Our website is prioritypaintingsarasota.com. You can also find us on Facebook. And of course, we do have a local phone number here in Sarasota, which is 941-248-5523.
Fantastic. Was there anything that we have not yet touched on? I know that you touched on a bunch of things right at the end there that really people need to know more about.
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Okay. You know what? I think that we did phenomenal. Let's give everybody your phone number one more time. Is that the best way you want them to get a hold of you?
That's the best way. That number will come directly to me.
Okay.
And that number is 941-248-5523.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time and your expertise. Really, you educated me. I know you educated our listenership. And I know that people, if they decide to come with you or at least talk with you, I love the thought of, let's get some more people to talk to. That would be great. So thank you so much, everybody. You are listening to SRQ Exclusive on Society Bites Radio, and have an amazing day.
Yo, yeah, I know what time it is.
It's like a little noise. Freedom. Maybe. Believe my vision.